That's a wonderful
He swept all
expression.
before him. No, we're not talking about the cleaner. We're talking about someone very special. He swept all before him.
Well, there was one bloke in particular that swept all before, and of course that was Mitchell Johnson. And we've got a little thing going on at the moment on triplem.com.au, Billy, where you can actually buy the moustache that Mitchell Johnson wore for the entire summer.
Yeah.
So we were there when his missus clipped it off.
yeah.
You straight into a little.
You were there under the
I was
best.
going to say, I wonder where that was going there for a second. Yeah.
And we got his actual moustache and put it in a little glad bag, and then we'll put that into a little fake ashes, a replica ashes.
Beautiful idea.
And you can now make a bid at triplem.com.au, and all that money goes to Movember.
Great cause.
How good is that?
It's a terrific idea. I remember I bought Taddy. Who was our little tennis player who used to have the? She didn't.
Elena Dokic.
Elena Dokic. I bought her mole. When she had it removed, the little sultana she used to have on the chin.
Yeah, it was more of a
distraction.
big sultana.
Oh no, it was a big sultana. It was more of a raisin, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I bought a David beard.
And so I bought that as a piece of sporting memorable to beer. And so you can make some money out of these things. And I reckon this Mitchell's Mo, seriously, after a season
Well,
like
I think we're at about 2,500 so far. So
see.
go to triplem.com.au and you can actually help out Movember.
great idea.
I tell you what, Billy, talking about other things, you can do quirky things to make money. Mate, at the moment, through social media, you're causing quite a stir. You've done a beautiful little take-off of the South African accent.
Yes.
And look, what it is...
This is one of people's favourite lines, Matty. All the stuff that's thrown at me.
It's a picture of 3 cars in a garage, and you just do a South African sort of spin on it, which you'll say in a second, it's had 900,000 people in the last 24 hours see it.
Matty, I've been dragged kicking and screaming into the 21st century by my new record company with the whole social media thing. And I tell you what, I mean, it has really worked a treat for me over the last month and a half of willy-nilly 12 Man's Biggest Hits being out. I didn't realise the power of the bloody the Facebook and the Twitter and all those sorts of things. I mean, I posted a couple of days ago. Probably one of people's favourite lines. It was Tony Gregg's line after Richie was sacking him from the commentary box after he and Bill hijacked it. And he said, Rich, I just want to let you know that I don't hold a grudge. To me, a grudge is just a place to park your car. and so I've just put this post up, just said, for me, a grudge is just a place to park your car. It's up to about 900,000 people have seen it in the last 24 hours. Now, that's a lot of people.
That's almost a million.
Mate, do you
It's
find it
almost
hard?
a million, it is.
That
You count
is.
them.
What's the accent that you like to do the best?
Well, I
or
think the South Africans...
Can you teach us, Pat? Like teach Matty, for instance, Afrikaan?
Yes, I think I can.
Matty, you up for that?
It is hard. I've often described the South African accent as one where they make it up as they go along. It has no rhyme or reason.
Diplomatic immunity.
Diplomatic immunity, Mr. Riggs. Exactly. Get the line on the line. 922. You know, I can actually remember Tony Gregg's phone number. He couldn't believe it when I told him this. I said, Tony, I remember the number that you used to say. So get the line on the line. 922-0131.
Wow.
And then us take you down a better deal. He said, you're an idiot, Birmingham.
Yeah, well, he was right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm concerned like that,
Billy,
but I'm worried about a half-assed attempt.
That's right. The half-assed have the bastard barred from this part of the broadcast area. There are some certain rules that we can follow, Matty. And
Matty, you have to come up with this in your South African accent.
Gus does a good Zimbabwe one too.
Yeah.
Well, they're very similar, aren't they? A little
Yeah.
bit hard, not quite as harsh as the South
Well,
African.
the thing is that it's one of the general rules is that if you have the A sound, whether it's say the word hard, you have to replace it with an O. So hard, the A becomes an O, it becomes hard.
Hard.
And fast,
Hard and fast.
fast you have to try and cheat. You've got to go F-O-R-S-T, hard and fast. And can't, C-A-N-T.
I beg your pardon.
Yes.
Come on, mate.
Hey,
Breakfast is breakfast radio.
You're on the radio now.
Kids
You
in
can't-
cars.
You can't go saying words like that.
Can you please teach Matthew that line? I
Yes.
want to hear Matty
Okay.
try that.
For me, a grudge is something...
Grudge. I like the way you did the little rolling of the R's there. That's a very nice South African gesture there.
For me, a grudge is just a place to park your car.
Very good.
Very good. I think you actually have a little bit of diplomatic immunity. Here is a dickhead now, Mr. Rich.